What's up guys, my name is Eduardo and today's video is a helicoptero tutorial. What does that mean? It's a variation of a cartwheel where you spin your legs in front of you like a propeller. So it's a funky looking cartwheel and it looks really cool. It's very interesting to do. A lot of flexibility, a lot of body awareness, and just overall body control is required. I'm going to walk you through different steps so that even if you don't have a cartwheel, you'll be able to work up to the helicoptero. We'll be using different objects to work up to that movement by using an elevated surface so that you can even practice it at home using a couch. Alright, so let's get started.
So first off is learning the cartwheel, and you're going to do this nice and low using an elevated surface. Just get practicing placing one hand and then the other hand and then one foot and then the other foot, so you can count 1, 2, 3, 4. As you feel comfortable doing it on the couch at a low level, do it low but on the floor, and then gradually build up your leg height and straighten out your legs the more you get comfortable with this. This next step here is a cartwheel, but you're going to place your one leg to the opposite hand. So like a game of Twister, bring your right leg to your left hand if you're doing your cartwheel to the left side. If you're doing it to the right side, just do the opposite. And get comfortable. You don't have to go directly overhead like a handstand or a cartwheel, but the important part is getting that leg low and getting it all the way to the opposite hand. So you can use a little prop like an Easter bunny or a ball, whatever works, and make sure you hit it. That'll help you get your opposite leg to the opposite hand. Now you're going to land with both feet at the same time. Continue bringing the opposite leg to the opposite hand so that you can propel with your legs in front of you. You'll notice that the camera might shake or the noise gets a little bit louder, but you're going to try to do this nice and silent, and that's what the opposite foot to the opposite hand does. It makes it easier so that gravity doesn't pull you down as much. So for the helicoptero, if you're going to the left side, you have to land with the left leg. So that's what you're going to do for this variation. Use the elevated surface to help you understand what your legs have to do, and then move it to the floor. At first, your hips are going to bend and you're going to land in this seated position. That's okay. Just try to land on the left leg first and use the bunny to make sure that your right leg is coming down really low so that you can land with the opposite leg first. Once you're comfortable with that, you're going to do the same thing but pop your hips up. And on an elevated surface, it's going to look exactly like the helicoptero cartwheel. But when you go onto the floor, it's not going to feel like that. It's going to feel like you might crash a little bit. So you have to pop your hips and you have to land with your hips upwards so that you don't land like the previous variation where you're seated. So you're just landing in a crab position by bringing the right leg as low as possible and then finishing up with your hips elevated. And if you lose balance, that's okay. Just practice on lifting the hips. You can practice drills like bridges and other things to move your hips upwards, and then practice standing up from that position. And now just connect everything. Right leg comes down really low, you land on the left leg, open up your hips, and now you're just going to use your arm to swing upwards to drive your momentum to a standing position. So if you're performing on the left, the right leg comes down and the right arm comes up.
If you enjoyed watching this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you want to watch more videos like this one. Until next time.